Yeah, it's been quite a bit.
It's been since last April, I think. It's either April or May.
Mm, I mean, how does it feel?
How does it feel over here?
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good. My so when I did a visitation at the school last year, I had a host for dinner, and I've actually joined the same research lab now
Mm-hmm.
as that guy, and he's been taking care of me a lot, bring me out to eat, acting like a real young, almost. Yeah,
That's so nice.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we're all in this together.
I'm just gonna make sure I take notes for if I have any questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm really wondering why it's taking so long to connect my video on my phone. Last time I was completely fine. And I was on my.
I just feel like it's inconsistent. I mean, restarting your phone could help, or
Oh, jeez.
restarting the app.
All right. The call's still gonna stay on if I restart the app, right? So I can just jump back in.
Possibly. Think so.
Possibly. Okay, let's try that one more time.
Okay. All right, my friends. So, cheers. What's up, motherfucker? So I'm here. I'm here with my friend Jeffrey, who used to live here, but then he moved away.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, because we have to adult and follow things, follow our path. So that's what's up. What's up with you?
Oh, I mean, like, my closest path when I was making my choice was at least halfway across the country anyway.
Oh yeah.
What? So how about all the way across the country? On like the opposite end of the US.
Oh shit.
Direct up. Yeah. I mean, so I had to TA a lab this quarter because they have quarters and not semesters. And on Friday night, I have to TA lab Friday nights 6 to 10 p.m. And
6 to 10. TA. You said
Yeah.
TA lab.
yeah.
Okay, 6 to 10. I'm just like making sure. I'm like, I have to get better again at listening and like chat. I just need to
Yeah.
make sure I stay focused on both. I was gonna pass you.
Both chats and me.
Yeah, if you want to see, I mean, we're on a few different platforms, but I wish
So
I could
yeah.
share.
Twitch, Facebook Live.
And YouTube.
Oh,
Primarily, we're kind of in multiple places right now.
yeah.
But
Oh
but-
yeah, because of the K-pop
so
reviews,
reactions.
reactions. That's what it is.
But yeah,
Okay, my computer's so much faster.
Jeffrey should have stayed. Who is you again? I have to try to remember your username. Chiaz119. If you're still here.
Wait, what?
So someone was just saying that you should have stayed.
What was it? 199? 1119?
And then we have another one, Alicia. Which Alicia? I'm sorry. I need to you know what I'm gonna do in this stream? I'm going to make sure that I actually write down chat. Anyone who is in chat, like their actual name, just so I can better get a sense, especially if they're like real life friends. So if you guys know me in real life, can you just tell me your name? If not, then I guess I'll call you by your chat name. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so talk to me about, I mean, unless you have questions for me at any point, like, and you just want to like shift the conversation over to myself, then that's cool too. But I mean, I'm curious about all the, I guess, the technical aspects first, which you've already started getting into about, like, you know, why you're there and you know, what it's been like, and then maybe segue into the kind of more emotional side of things. You know, what things that you've thought of and what the future looks like and stuff. If you're-
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound awful.
Fine.
It sounds bad. Like it's a little, it's rough.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
So
You sound good.
That's because
Yeah.
it was on. That was because it's on my computer. Apparently, I can't join the same call. Wait. Okay. So I have 2 Discord accounts.
Okay.
So can you add me on my second one? I'll have the voice through through my phone.
That's so funny.
Wait. Can you do a 3-way call on Discord with video?
Yeah. You should be able to jump into
Okay.
this chat somehow.
All right. Well, I'll give you my username on the other account.
All right. Let's see. Streamer mode is enabled. Stay safe, friend. I shall. Okay. So I'm gonna add.
Wonderful.
Who am I adding? What is it?
I just logged on. One sec. Where do I find it?
Chiaz. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I'm saying this right. So is it Chiaz? Make sure I'm saying that name right. He was saying why were you using a World War II mic?
Oh my god.
Do you
Wait, does
have-
the user
Oh sorry, go ahead. Username, yep.
does the username include that like
The number, yeah.
number?
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
So it's capital T.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Capital T Y H Y M E. So time.
Wait, THYME?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then pound
Okay.
2961.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. So what's capital and what's not? Just T?
Just the T.
Just the T. Alright, got it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's Chaz. Alright, Chaz. It's pronounced Chaz. Where are you from, Chaz? I'm literally taking notes on the side here to remember everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see if we can add myself into this.
Into this
chat.
chat. Yeah. You can add friends to DM. So,
Add me
oh,
myself.
I see you. Create group DM. If you could like make the other video not happen,
It is not happening anymore. It just
because it's showing that it's loading,
wait,
so it takes up like screen real estate.
wait. Did it log me on to another? No. Okay. Alright, I guess this is what we're gonna do. Oh god, this is bad.
Your audio is a little rough though.
Okay, one sec.
Are you?
Is this better? Oh wait,
Can you keep going?
I may cut audio on this.
You're obviously talking, and I have no idea what you're saying because I can't hear you. Nah, he's in his room. I'm in my room. Not hearing shit, Jeffrey. I ain't hearing shit. We got to get to the meat of this conversation. This conversation is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Technical difficulties. Well, I hear something.
Yeah, that's in my computer again though. So it's World War II. If you can still actually hear what I'm saying,
Yeah, it's. I think it just takes a little more concentration. I mean, like, what does everyone else think? I got like these headphones, so like it's okay. What's gonna be the discussion today? You can keep going. I'll see. I mean, if you guys like, let us know like how he sounds, if he's okay. I'm trying to unmute on my phone, but not on my computer.
can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll mute the other side. Can you still hear?
Oh, you sound better.
Okay, great. So now I have my voice through my phone and then my video through the computer.
Okay, it's just funny that we have that third window, but
Sorry.
it's okay. I was gonna. Well, they are asking what's gonna be the discussion today. I mean, that was something I would ask before we get on stream, but like, so okay. So first of all, I haven't seen or really talked to him in a while since he's been here. And even then, like, we haven't had like a crazy in-depth conversation like in a while. So it's what I believe it probably is just gonna be random catch up. But unless you sort of had certain things you like wanted to say or like you're curious about.
Not really, but yeah, it's been at least, if it's that kind of deep conversation, it's been, I mean, it would be SFC from 2018 during the summer.
Yo, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. That was the summer where you're like, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about you. And like Arnold,
Oh,
you just come in and do your thing.
Yeah. Are you in chat at all? I mean, the most active chat is Twitch, so because they're gonna be asking you questions and stuff. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get on Twitch and then watch you. And
but yeah. So Chaz asked, "What do you do for a living?"
so right now I'm a theoretical chemistry PhD student at the UC Irvine.
Theoretical. You say chemistry?
Yeah, theoretical chemistry.
What does that mean?
One sec. So, what's your channel called on Twitch?
Vatana_Thatch.
Okay. There you go.
It'll get crazy though. This conversation, I promise, will get crazy. I think we're gonna kind of jump in a little slow, and it's gonna get nuts. Best believe.
Why is there?
I'm gonna
There's
turn
an
out.
ad? Oh yeah, you have ads. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So, wait. Oh, I just got into chat, so I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
What
exactly
is theoretical chemistry?
Yeah, dude, I've never heard that in my life, outside of now.
Okay, so you have your like regular chemistry. Wait. Oh, I got the chat, but it's not on my chat. Okay, that works. Yeah, so typically in like high school or something, you might have a chemistry class where you're like doing things hands-on, you're mixing things, you're setting things on fire, what have you.
Okay.
But the point of theoretical chemistry is in order to be able to describe that completely theoretically. So it's just like if you were to say, oh, I want to see how this drug affects people,
Okay.
or where it affects people, for example, you would be able to use like a lot of math equations in order to be able to like model that. So you'll see a lot of pharmaceutical companies in their like drug inception phase, they would have people who do these kinds of computations and this kind of theory. And they would be able to, at least to some degree, drive what direction to take the
I see.
drugs. Yeah.
I see.
But then for theory,
yeah.
straight theory though, which is what I've been doing, is coming up with these new sets of math equations to better understand chemistry, to more accurately reflect what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So testing testing new things
Mm-hmm.
and seeing what works,
Yeah.
essentially. Okay.
Thankfully, it's easier than. Well, I think it's probably going to be easier than theoretical physics because I'm bad at physics.
Bro, all that stuff to me is like, ugh, like fries my brain.
Yeah.
I'm like just
Oh.
not. I'm just not there.
Yeah. Well, how long have we known each other? We've known each other since around spring to summer of 2017. So the Strive for Change crew came to perform at UMass, and the only thing we knew about them was Nalene's brother was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then Vitana. Yeah.
so go ahead.
Oh, so Vitana invited me to dance with them over the summer, and that helped immensely with getting over depression.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So I look back at that post that you made every once in a
Oh,
while. Yeah, dude, that post to me is wicked epic. Because it's like one of those reminders of like what we do here is important. And not thinking it has that much of an impact. But yeah, so basically I've danced for a while, for over 10 years now. And yeah, homeboy was invited, came through, and it was a really interesting summer. 2017. No, it was a good summer. That was fun. It was 2018 that was like the crazy shit, right? Wait.
Both are pretty crazy to me.
Okay. So like I facilitate, and this is just like speaking to Chaz. Like I love dance, but I'm also like a human problem solver. Whenever I see like holes or something in anything really, but since I'm really focused in the dance world and I'm like seeing the flaws, I really want to be the change. And like I started to see that like emotional baggage and just things that were like not taken care of would affect people's performance in the dance, in like dance crews, dance companies, or whatever. And so I like began creating exercises to help people exercise their minds and their emotions, to help them be more open with themselves and with the community, so that they could be stronger dancers, more purposeful dancers, but then just kind of better human beings all around. But we primarily do hip hop and like urban dance. I quote that because like it is a thing, but it's not necessarily fully accepted. Those are the two primary styles. Sometimes there's a little bit of contemporary and like other small things like street styles, but we come from that world. But yeah, can you, because I mean, you know, again, you made that post, but like, can you like dive in about, I mean, that's kind of like, that's a few years ago, but I don't know if you can, if you're cool to like talk about that. I think it'll be wicked fascinating. So I guess starting from, actually, like, yes, but do you think you could go before that to the crew, and then how you basically ended up where you are right now? That'd be really awesome. I'd love to know, because obviously I didn't know you before dancing
the divide
together.
Between the crew and where I am now
Yeah.
is pretty far removed.
Yeah.
So the crew I was in like during summer 2017.
Yeah, or before. I think it's interesting, like, to feel the contrast, like what might have been going on in your head, where were you at, why did you even join the crew, that kind of stuff. Like, what was your life before us?
Before you, okay. Well, at that point, I had been dancing with the hip hop culture organization at UMass Amherst.
Yeah.
For, by that point, it was the 4th year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd also joined the K-pop cover crew DBJ.
DBJ.
since 2016 spring. I think it was spring. Yeah.
Okay.
And with those two combined, I think I started to really like dance probably, yeah, spring of junior year, let's say. Although at that point I still didn't take it seriously. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was undeclared major for the first 2 weeks of college before I decided on chemistry. And then it was only in junior year when I saw like physical chemistry using like physics to do chemistry,
Okay.
looking at like all the equations that can go into it. So then I was starting to like step back from the research I had been doing, which was the more hands-on kind of stuff,
Okay.
and having an interest in doing things where like I can't really hurt myself or that kind of thing.
Okay.
My hands are not good for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But so had to withdraw from school because of depression in spring of 2017.
20. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was that same, yeah.
Okay.
like-
Okay.
Okay, what's really weird is
Okay.
my senior year fall, that was the first time where I looked at my grades and it was, I kid you not, just like A, B, C, D, F. The F being one that I ended up not going to the entire semester,
Okay.
and then D being one where I missed the final and the makeup I tried to do for the final. Yeah. But yeah, spring 2017 got even worse. Once I withdrew, that was like pretty much when Vitana asked me if I wanted to dance with them over the summer. And then that was kind of like a healing summer. How are
Okay.
you feeling now? I can address that before I keep going. But
Okay.
right now, it still takes a bit for me to be able to like react to depressive symptoms again.
Okay.
But at the very least, I know how to handle it and what kinds of steps I can take to like get out of the funk. Yeah. So right now, doing pretty good. Yeah. Pretty happy.
Okay.
Yeah. So continuing on. So after dancing with them over summer 2017, I continued to recover. And then spring 2018, I came back, did a research project on theoretical chemistry. Took 3 classes, got my first 4.0 GPA. It was only 3 classes though, so
Still good.
yeah, but yeah, still killed it. Was a lot happier at that point. Continued to dance with the Hip Hop Culture Organization as well as DBJ. Yeah, and then danced with SFC again over the summer.
Oh yeah.
And because my senior year I didn't apply to grad school, the next year I also didn't have enough recommendation letters to go for, so I didn't apply again. And then I ended up applying 20. What the heck? I applied. Oh
That's
no!
ridiculous.
Senior year fall was in 2016. Okay, yeah. So I didn't apply 2016, didn't apply 2017, applied 2018, got in everywhere I wanted to,
Yeah.
which was ridiculous. Especially with, dude, I summed up depression that I had in undergrad in like one sentence. I was like, yeah, so I had health issues, had to withdraw for a time, but then came back and killed it. Yeah, but then I was able to get into my, at the time, like ideal school, and then I went to visit. Cold as balls. It was Illinois Urbana-Champaign. So cold, but it was really fun. And at the time, I had met someone else, in Alex Martel, who said that he just did an individual visit to UC Irvine and heavily recommended that I do.
Okay.
So I reached out to the two professors that told me I was in, and I came to visit. I met 8 professors in one day, which was like too much. 9. I met 9 professors in one day. Like I was up the night before until like 4 a.m. having to wake up at 8, trying to study what they do.
Okay.
Because I don't want to like walk in and be like, yeah, I have no idea what you do. I don't care.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah. But it turns out I was one of the few for one professor to actually like look at what they do. And then one of them, Philip Forche, was the one who was the advisor for my dinner host. And I met 5 of the lab mates that I have now. And then Philip emailed me like the week after saying that he would be fine with funding me over the summer if I came into research.
Wow.
Which was like ideal.
Yeah.
So I came, had a great summer. Been continuing on. Officially joined the research group 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so not too long ago. Not doing too well in my classes, but that's besides the point. Yeah.
Joined the research group 3 weeks ago.
Officially. But at that point, it was like, unless I really, really messed up something, then I was like definitely in.
Okay.
Yeah. And now it's already recruitment season for new students for next year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I feel like a lost chicken or something. So I'm like, I literally don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but I don't understand. I live in such a different world.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you still have people around here who are very humble. A little too humble.
Is that weird?
But, I mean, in academia, you have plenty of people who have imposter syndrome.
I've been talking about imposter syndrome a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't really help it. Surrounding yourself with people who really know what they really know,
Yeah.
and not realizing that they only really, really know like a very small subset of things, but they're still able to like talk at a high level with everything else.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get there. Yeah. So, I can't say I don't have imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
So I can't say like if anyone has it, how to take care of that. But yeah.
Yeah, I've dealt with that. I remember talking to Sean Bjork about that on stream, like I think last year. It's rough, but yeah, shit. I got crystals here, and would you be down to do a reading, a tarot card reading?
Sure. if you have the setup to like show the cards, then that'd be cool.
Oh, maybe I could. Maybe I could show the setup. Hold up.
Do you have like? Oh, can't hear me now.
While I'm getting my cards, well, actually, I'm gonna pee real quick. You can talk in chat.
I have a trick up my sleeve. Oh, that's probably the tarot cards.
Let's see if I can add a camera to this. Okay. I haven't tried this. Add video capture device. Logitech 2. Oh, okay. Let's see if this how's this.
Oh wow.
Wait, is it working?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can
Except
this-
it's like it's the opposite.
Can this?
So you're looking at yourself right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
If we do it like this.
I mean, you could just straight up cover. Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's see if I don't know how I would do this. Actually, maybe I put it here and then I just shoot it down. Maybe like that.
Do you have enough room there? Oh, those are tarot cards. Okay. I was like, you have 2 books on top of your desk.
The chat can see this, right? I don't know if they can. Oh, do.
I mean, I can see it off of Twitch.
Oh, okay, cool. Wavy here, my guy. Yo, Mikatang. I'm gonna talk about Mikatang real quick. So Mikatang was someone that I met. So I mean, you know Mikatang, the food, right? Like the Asian
What?
food. In chat, Mikatang, the food, right?
Think of that.
You know what Mikatang is,
Oh.
right?
No, I don't.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds like a kind of soup, right?
No, it's like flat noodles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So he was someone that is a friend of like my cousin-in-law, but he's also my cousin-in-law is also someone I consider like a best friend. But I essentially met him through playing Call of Duty on the Xbox 360. It's wild, man. And it was such a, I remember those days. I used to rage like crazy, but it was so fun because like we had this whole ass clan. The clan still exists. I'm kind of just like super MIA, but yeah,
That's crazy.
that's where he's from, and then he married into my family. So like he's technically to some regard is like my cousin now, and he has a kid.
Dang.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
But it's pretty lit. He's a good guy. Okay.
I feel like I had a small world kind of thing pretty recently, but I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. So, have you ever done a tarot reading?
Yeah, but I completely forget how it goes.
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna ask you if you have something in particular that you want. So, you could have. Okay, so there's like having like a super specific question in mind, or more of like an energetic reading, or it's like, so we have the 1 card spread, which is whatever, it's just 1 card, and there's a past, present, future. Let's see if you can see, yeah, past, present, future, and then there's an elemental spread, which is like obviously earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and so it'll show you the physical parts of your life, your mental, your willpower, your emotions, and then like your spirit, like what you need. And then you have like reading the week ahead. Then there's something that I'm not too experienced in, but I have done it a few times. It's called the Celtic Cross, but it basically shows you, an obstacle, your subconscious mind, what's in front of your mind, your past, your future, some advice, your home, surroundings, hope, and then the final outcome. And then you have something I've never done, which is a 21 card spread.
That's a lot.
And outside of these, ones, there's also a freestyle one that I do, which is it's kind of like it's just feeling based, and what happens is typically the user, which is you, except obviously you can't do it, but it's fine. I've done readings over the internet before. I'll like shuffle essentially for you while you're like focusing, and then certain cards will like kind of fall out as like those are the cards that are meant to be read, and then it would just be specific. What the hell just happened? What was that noise? Thank you for following. Oh, you followed. Thanks. Thanks for
Oh, I thought I
the.
would say thank you for following Mikathon,
Still
as in
rolling.
like
Okay.
following them. Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank you.
now it is.
Thank you so
Nice.
much. I'll make it done. Yeah. So there's like that improv style one where it's like, do you have a question that's specific that you like you're looking for an answer, and then it'll just kind of guide you. So people have done everything from. Oh, and there's another one. Sorry, it doesn't show it in this one. Sorry. There's so many different types of spreads, but I have 2 tarot decks. So this one, where is it? There's a clarity spread where it's a 4-card spread where it'll show this is the situation, and then this is everything that's contributing to like that why that situation is the way it is, the contributing factors. And then you have the connection spread, which is between you and somebody. So it would be you, the person you're concerned about, the problems that you guys are having of why you can't connect with each other, and then the solution. And then Celtic Cross. Then there's a year ahead spread, which I've also never done. It'll just tell you each month what the theme of the month will be. And that's all I got. So, yeah, freestyle.
You say that like there was only a few things.
Yeah. So, okay. So I guess, do you think you want to answer a specific question? Do you want to get some oversight over a situation, your life as a whole, or concerned about somebody else? You can also do readings for somebody else too. Like you use your energy to, because you're like, hey, like, is my mom da da da, or like, is this person like me, or like, will it work out with this person, some shit like that, or yeah, whatever. So essentially, any questions or guidance of any kind. I haven't had any failed readings. It just doesn't happen. So they're all accurate readings. I'm not a wizard. You have another one?
Yeah.
Not a problem. Thanks,
I have-
Gengar. Go ahead. I'm listening to you and just also responding to chat. Hey, Mikathon, thanks for subscription. I appreciate you.
Let's see.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I need to, like, when I get fancy, I'm gonna do some like weird stuff in the future. But for now, it's just deep gratitude. Thank you. I really appreciate. It means a lot to
Dude,
me.
I swear Tony's becoming more and more a magician.
Tony, yeah, gotta support. I really
Even
appreciate
more
it.
and more. Yeah, I wish I could have been at the hypnosis.
Oh, the hypnotism show,
event.
dude. Yeah. We streamed it. It was kind of ghetto, but the next one will hopefully be a lot better. And like we want to like have videos and like make it dope. It was fun.
Yo, yeah, recalling those memories was crazy. That was like, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So in terms of what kind of thing,
Yeah. What do you want, man? Got some.
you know,
Crystals.
I didn't know what you were asking me for when you said come with like things that you want to ask.
Oh, Wait.
I'm pretty sure you said that.
like in general?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last few streams I did, my nephew did the last one. He had like a list. He was like, we're all these topics, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. The one before that, it was straight business. She was like, I'm gonna talk about modeling. I'm gonna talk about social media and business. And the other person was like, they had 2 like talking points, which was forgiveness and growth, I think. So I've just been lucky that everything's just been thematic. I knew we would just primarily focus on catching up, which is cool.
Yeah.
Fam bam. I gotta visit. Once I get my shit together, I'm trying to visit all my family and friends. So
Wow. That is. Yeah, that would be a trip. Well, I mean, I'm coming back for like a week, so hopefully we can get something.
yeah, dude.
And that is really soon, so I should definitely be the one to reach out to everyone. Because I'm the one coming back, they don't necessarily know I'm coming back.
Just make a video, dude. Make a video.
Make
post.
a video.
I'm back, bitches, for a week. So
I don't want my parents and grandma seeing that. So yeah, I'll probably just like when I touch down, just put an Insta post.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I think yeah. Listening to something about growth over the next year sounds like a good way to go. Specifically, what kind of growth? I don't know.
Okay.
As a person, emotionally, academically, anything like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, were you thinking, like, the year spread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never
Let's
done
do
that
that,
before,
yeah.
so that'll be exciting.
Let's do everything that you haven't done before. Like literally everything. I don't care.
Okay.
No, it's not that I don't care. I appreciate whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm just posting, and I'm gonna send this over to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
There's always one person that I hit up whenever I'm about to do tarot readings. I just tagged you.
Oh yeah. Even if we don't see each other often, we'll always pick up where we left off. Yeah.
Oh
Very
yeah,
true.
I love that. I love having that kind of relationship with people in my life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, while you're setting up, there's actually
Yes.
so during winter break I also went home, and one night I was like laying awake in bed,
Mhm.
and I was like, I've moved across the country and I've noticed so many changes in the time that I'm not here. That it was like, what have I done? That kind of feeling. But then, once I got back over here,
Yeah.
the only thing that stuck in my mind was your the concept that I think you understand really well, which is the detachment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So having that, being more in the present where I am, I've noticed that I'm almost always doing that. Yeah.
That's good to hear. I love that.
Mm-hmm. And I still talk to my parents like at least every other day, but
Oh. Wow.
yeah,
That is impressive.
more often. If it was like, yeah, it's almost every day if I can.
Oh my god, with the hair giving off them good vibes.
No, it's the good vibes.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get to
Yeah.
this. And
So I
what
need
you
to focus on the cards.
Yeah, so first you can I know so alright, so I'm gonna speak. Okay, so basically think of them as like a person or spirit of sorts. They're a friend to me, so I treat them nicely. And I'm going by principles that I was taught when it comes to tarot, because it's not just kind of like, it's not, there are rules and things to kind of go by. So we're about to do a reading, and we're streaming, so obviously some people are gonna watch. We've done this before, and this is my friend Jeffrey. So you can either introduce yourself in your head, or you could actually say something. I'm gonna give you.
For Peter. My name's Jeff.
Yeah, so that's my.
Oh, I miss Peter.
It's my good friend. Yeah, Peter, man.
Mhm.
Okay, so what you want to do now is just we'll say we can get into like a meditative pray-like state. There are no rules necessarily to tarot. It's really freestyle. It's more intuitive based. But I just recommend like opening yourself up as much as you can, focusing and concentrating on like an intention here, like okay, like I really, how is my year gonna unfold, like tell me. So just having like a singular focus on what it is that you're seeking. Meditate on that a little bit, and then let me know when you're ready. I'm also gonna like open myself up. Basically, we're obviously like we're all connected, but it's now just like we're gonna take all of that that energy that you have and shoot it down into like tangible visual answers. It's kind of like that. So I'm gonna get all meditative real quick too. And then when you let me know when you feel like you're open and you're ready, and then I'm gonna start shuffling the cards.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start shuffling. I don't know if I'll do the drop method. Maybe I'll mix it up. Probably do a mixture. I'll do that. Let's here we have. Well, I'm gonna need a lot of space, so I'm gonna take out my keyboard. Oh, Jamie said penis, cute. All right. Jamie's in.
Well,
he's on Facebook.
there goes my meditative state.
Fucking Jamie. All right. Move my mouse
Back in it.
So, one. Let me see. Again, I've never done this kind of reading before, so I gotta see one more time what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to make it small. 5, 6. Then I'm gonna shuffle a little bit. Oh, just kidding. 7. We need to have a total of 13. This we'll see how accurate it is based off of the fact that January and February already happened. So we'll see. Oh, there's some answers right there. That's 1, 6, 7, 8. Jamie said, "Hope you're well, Jesus."
Jesus?
I guess. Okay. Let's go with this one. Do you want to pick a card?
You can tell.
Wait, what happened? I'll catch you later.
You're
Putting
close.
Little Man to bed. Hit us up whenever. Okay. Thank you for chilling with us. I really appreciate it. It's very nice to hear from you. You should pick a card if you can.
Card. The pattern is like blending into each other. Alright, so do you see where that like white sliver of your headphones are on your
Okay.
one
Yes.
of your ears?
Yes.
Whichever card is like right at the bottom of that like white line.
Like
Yeah,
here?
or, like right around there.
Like right there? This card?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right there.
1, 2, 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay. Alright, buddy. Come on. Alright. How do you pick another one?
Mm-hmm.
Which hand? Left or right?
Left. That was aggressive.
Left or right?
Left again. Wait, actually, I should actually. Okay, I've been watching the Twitch video, and
Yeah.
that has like some lag. When I I realized I should probably be looking at my phone. Okay, let's see. So, second from the left. Yeah, right there. It's because your little plushie in the back was staring at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Mm-hmm. Two more?
Yes. Oh fuck. That's a lot of cards. That's not happening.
There's a lot the world needs to tell me, huh?
Yeah. I'll take this one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So then we have one center one. So left or right?
Left again. Did it cut off for it?
No, left or right? Another one.
Okay, left. I'm just gonna keep picking left.
All right. Okay, so now we have
So few cards.
7
left.
cards in my hand.
Mhm. I want third from the right. This third
From the right. Okay.
from the right.
So this one.
Yeah.
That's your final card. All right, let's freaking do this. Okay. I'm excited. So we're gonna start with January. See if this is accurate. It rings a bell. First card. Okay, well I can't ask you, so I'm just gonna flip it how I feel like I'm supposed to flip it. Ooh, a nice big major arcana already. Major arcanas are major events. They're extremely intense. So in tarot, there's a card called the Fool. Just think of that as a fresh born new baby that doesn't know shit. Or a student, or yeah, you could say that, a very young student in a certain area of life. So major arcanas are like major life-changing events in teachers. So you got this card, which is the Emperor. January. Something big happened, apparently. Is that true? Do you think? For you? Before I even get into what it stands for?
I think the first 4 weeks were. Yeah, the first 4 weeks were pretty rough. I ended up dropping a class at the end of the 4th week, so that would coincide with the very end of January.
Interesting.
And that was a big load off my shoulders.
Okay.
Big load.
So for January, I talked about security. Represents structure and stability that comes from personal discipline, reflecting order and regulation. Okay.
Well, there we go.
Talks about teaching the fool to make, through discipline, to make the right decision. I'm going to read this specifically. It says, he reminds you that the lavish abundance of imagination and creativity provided by the Empress are important, but to carry them through, you need discipline, strength, and bravery, which is kind of like the theme here for January. It says, if you get the Emperor in a reading, to forge ahead, you'll need keen concentration and focus to do what you know is best, but you have divine energy behind you. Discipline is about making the right decision, whether it's to stay or to go. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So now we have number 2. Another major arcana. Major? Anything major happened in February? This one was pretty dramatic. I feel like it's a little more dramatic than the last one.
Dude. Anything. I mean, the biggest thing for last month was joining the research group finally, and yeah, kind of following from January, having more security that way.
So
anything else that was really big though? I don't think so. I mean, the big things around here are like really big. So yeah.
Dude, look how interesting this is. You go from the Emperor to the Tower. That's crazy. The collapse of something.
Collapse or something.
Yes. Destruction, collapse, and release. So just like, something being shaken up or something abrupt, painful, something kind of coming crashing down. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of just like one of those letting go and to kind of look at things again and build up, rebuild. Does that resonate at all? Like together, those two, January, February? Or does it not feel that dramatic?
I mean, it definitely doesn't feel that dramatic.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting way of looking at things, I guess. I mean, it might take a bit more thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're going to move on to this month.
Yes.
Oh, Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. So Pentacles, which are those stars, they represent career, money, and home life. And I think this is a good one because of the way I flipped it intuitively.
Let's see.
Talks about, I mean, how are you doing in terms of like, how do you feel like with like, career, home life, and money?
Money is all right. Home life, I mean, I can't really say for sure because right now my room is my home. Back here, over here.
Okay.
And career-wise, I think this is where I should be taking stronger steps towards the research that I'm doing right now. Yeah, kind of like a pretty critical time, I would say.
Okay. It's talking about you've been working very hard and that you just owe it to yourself to be able to find time to rest here and there, to treat yourself. And if you get a positive thing when it comes to Pentacles, it usually means like a financial boost or reward somewhere. It says to enjoy the fruits of your labor, whether that's your labor, whether that's like money or personal. It talks again about self-discipline. You feel like that? Like you got solid self-discipline since it showed up again?
Solid. Sorry, cut off for a bit.
You feel like
Solid
you got a good grasp of like self-discipline?
At this point, I will be applying discipline to myself.
Okay.
Quite a bit this month.
Okay.
A lot of work to finish up. A lot of work that I don't know how long it's going to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because it came up again. So Yeah, self-discipline, financial boost. Let me know if that happens in any way, whether that's, I don't know, maybe people treat it. I mean, that could make sense if you're gonna come back home. Maybe people are gonna treat you to mad shit. I don't know. But it's also like the break part, which is very interesting to me. A much needed break.
Yeah. I feel like this is less a before this month I had these waivers, and then going into this month being able to rest. But I think it's rather having a pretty critical time to have that waiver, and then once I come back, be able to enjoy the fruits of that.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna move into April.
Okay.
Oh, another pentacle, my guy. It's a 3 of pentacles,
Definitely
but
not.
it is reversed.
Mhm.
And reverse cards can be tricky, but it's another pentacle. Maybe it's gonna be contradiction now. All right. April comes along and it says there could be an imbalance or disharmony, especially in the workplace.
Mhm.
Or a confused career path, question mark. And all it's really offering you, besides some potential, like some insight, if that, you know, you can already kind of feel that coming, or like you can guess from that if it ends up happening like that, to just remember your original passion as the answer. And that's supposed to be April, so that's interesting, because like if you know this month right here with like you coming back for a little bit, I don't know what can happen in the 1 week that you're here. You don't even know what can happen, you know. So like, and then you return, and then but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can't really speak on what's already happening, because now it's just the future. So be careful, my dude. Next card.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, first of all, this is what the card that I just read looks like. It's reversed. Normally it would be this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's this way. So now we got
I've seen these cards before. Dripping Rose. Yeah.
and it's another pentacle, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude, usually when a certain symbol shows up a lot, it's usually trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
And it's typically like, you know, that's kind of where you're at, or like that's your concentration, which sounds like it, like is school, career, and all that stuff. So that now we have a third pentacle. It's very fascinating.
Was it the 5?
Yeah, it's 5 of pentacles, and typically 5s are not good numbers. And I hate it. I hate when I do readings and I like see sad cards and I'm like, fuck.
I mean, it's only another obstacle to overcome.
Yes,
Oh,
I love it. Love it. Destitution card. What does destitution mean?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
Destitution, poverty so extreme that one lacks the means to provide for myself. Well, that's great. Get a financial gain in March and then lose it all.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
I'll be here for you, man. You can hit me up whenever. Okay, so it's saying, let's see. Worst case scenario, let's start with that. Homelessness. All right. Or spiritual poverty. I could see that, but I don't think so, because you've been in a pretty solid spot. But I guess take these things as warnings to stay on top of them, to be like, fuck this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says like all pentacles suits, it deals with small grounded matters such as money and home. Um, difficult time. Loss, awkward beginning, growing and learning. You may feel empty, but it's not over. Hold on. It suggests to hold on to what you cherish.
Mm-hmm.
Ethics, values, people, stuff. When those, like, so I guess I'd say like in times of like it being rough, whether it's this, this, the accuracy of this reading or just in general, to remember those things, like why you do anything at all, for the things that you care about the most and the people you care about the most. Okay, yeah, there's no, yeah, it just generally says setbacks, rocky times, and financial loss. So, bro, save your money.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Fuck, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is May. Now we're gonna move on to April.
Or moving on to June.
Okay, yes. I would get this card reversed, motherfucker. Okay. Now we're moving on to a different suit here. It's 9, so this is reversed.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9 of Cups. Cups are emotional. So they point to emotions because water. And everything to do with like your heart. So we have a 9 reversed. Disappointments at the fruits of your labor. First of all, so back in this March, you're supposed to be like, yeah, fruits of my labor, but then apparently you get disappointed later. It points to potential unrealistic wishes, or too high of an expectation, or your time or effort is not enough. It can show up when there's a feeling of dissatisfaction, this card, and it just warns of an imbalance. Okay, it's just, so it's saying that just to make sure you pay attention to your feelings when it comes to being unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that it also can be easy to lean on materialism to try to perk yourself up.
Okay.
And then the 3 like title things are dissatisfaction, materialism, and overspending. So we're kind of just hitting this rocky road here, but then we shift from like material, money, and like career to emotions now. And I guess if you kind of look at everything, your focus has been career essentially for like the first. So like, I guess. I mean, how do you feel like you're doing, like emotionally and stuff? I mean, obviously you said you're doing good. You're feeling better.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing all right. I think I can still put in some more work, more effort.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's just all preparation.
Okay. Do you feel like you're putting time towards? And again, we're not even in bad pockets. Apparently, that's supposed to happen later. But again, don't know. But do you feel like you've made time for like the stuff that kind of feed you emotionally or spiritually? I mean, I'm seeing you like post dance videos and stuff. So
Yeah, so I've still been doing that every night. Even if I don't post, it's like still gotta get the movement in. I mean, it would be nice to be able to like dance with other people, but with my schedule right now, that wasn't exactly possible. But at the same time, still get to talk to my parents. Made some friends here. Ate some good food. Yeah, I think it's as long as I keep that up, as well as keeping up. What is it? Oh shoot, what was it? I forget. Well, just everyone just needs to keep it up. Keep it up.
Actually, hold on, maybe I'll change this up a little bit.
I feel like the lighting in this room is like terrible
Yeah,
because I have my light behind me. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can turn on. Let me flip my phone. Too bright? That's just
better.
odd.
But it's just not hitting your face too well.
Yeah. Dude, I can't.
That's better.
I mean, it's not
That's
actually
fine.
that dark. It's the
Yeah.
fact that I have my blinds closed. I'm on the first floor, and I don't want people like looking in on me.
Oh, okay.
And the sun isn't on my side right now.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
2 big ass lights in my face. So
I should probably get desk lamp. Yeah.
that would help. Okay.
All right. So next
Okay.
3 months, gotta just truck through.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. hmm
Ooh. How interesting. That is the Empress. I just think it's
right
interesting
beneath.
because the alignment, yeah, it's like right beneath. That's freaking nuts,
Yeah.
dude. So that's what month is that?
July.
Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? The Empress. Creation, nature, nurture. Wow! What a switch up, bro. You go from 2 little sad moments to fucking rise. Let's go. The Empress.
I mean, April was also kind of bad.
Yeah. A little bit.
All right.
The
hear it.
Empress encourages you to create and bring something new to the world. It brings you a new stable ground and a profound sense of security. If you're messing with anybody, they could get pregnant.
Not yet, dude.
Yeah.
I'm still too busy.
It's asking you to be patient during this month.
Okay.
Give your ideas time and room to grow, and just give to what you love. Nurture that shit. It says that the Empress makes much more use of her 5 senses than of her intuition. I didn't know that.
Well, that's kind of.
The Empress is represented by a heart and the female symbol. So loving, giving, nurturing, abundance, material things, and real world experiences. The material stuff keeps popping up for you.
Yeah. It's kind of odd because I don't really have too much attachment to. Well, I mean, I have attachment to material goods, but like, if it's like luxury goods, that kind of materialistic view, I don't really have that. Except for housing. I just love housing. Yeah.
I see. Kind and generous spirits, sense of realization, fulfillment, any reading. If you receive the Empress in a reading, look to other cards for direction. Cards that represent newness may be a sign of blessing in regard to career or finances. If you see a page, such as the Page of Cups, this card may be a sign of pregnancy. So let's not see that card. But hey, maybe you find some woman and I don't know. Okay. That's
Still,
interesting.
It's still a bit early.
Yeah.
It's very early.
And next card. Ooh. Alright, we moving up. We in this life. Wands, 2 of Wands.
Okay.
Harry Potter. Wands relate to mental, creativity, air, wind. I think I know which one this is. Okay, it talks about the completion of a venture or project. Okay, yeah, this is the card that my brother got. I remember.
Yeah.
After your project is complete, you're going to be faced with 2 choices or more. So it's like completion phase. What's next, my guy? Basically.
Yeah.
And you might be kind of losing your mind, weighing out the pros and cons. But okay, this card shows up often for new graduates who are having trouble deciding on a career path, but are assured they can accomplish anything they set their mind to. Although high in stress, the 2 of Wands is a positive card. But it basically says that it don't matter, boy, just pick one because you're going to be successful either way. Next month, we have a reversed death. Of course, it would be reversed. Death is not a bad card. I'm pretty sure I know what reversed death is, though. Okay. It's pretty much it could be something like a personal habit of yours, feeling stuck, or you're being resistant to change. Whatever the fuck is gonna unfold for you, and you're gonna be like, nah. Such as someone who begins biting his nails to soothe the stress of a school semester, but continues to bite his nails after the classes have ended. Get out of your head and kind of accept whatever change is happening, and then just project your energy forward. If it's in career, it says give consideration to changing jobs, fields, or roles. Don't ignore feelings of being stuck. So there's your warning there. Moving on to the next one. Some backstabbers out here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well,
Is it?
I'll show you in a
Seven of backstabbers?
Oh no, 7 of
Okay.
7 of swords reversed. So swords signify power, control, and conflict. And so you got this little fella right here. Look at this art.
What is that at the bottom?
I think there's a sword underneath, like a fox.
Oh, that's a fox. Okay.
So it's a reversed card.
Yeah.
Mental block. Mind stealing your focus and drive. Seems like something impossible to overcome. It says, but the reverse position of this card indicates to bring in the energy from the upright 7 of swords will balance you out. Okay, you may need to take something, even if it's not meant for you. You need to just reach out and grab it. So you may need to take something, even if it's not meant for you. You need to just reach out and grab it. Oh God, that's like a continuation of the last thing. The 7 of swords reversed can also point to a solved crime and recovery from crime. It can represent runaways returning to your life as well. All right, mental challenge, running away, returning.
Okay.
Interesting.
A lot of mental.
And then into November, we got a nice one here. The Wheel of Fortune. It's pretty self-explanatory. All good things good. You recognize patterns in. I remember it has something to do with patterns too. It's like because it's a fortune, it's a wheel, so it kind of just goes in a circle. But change, good luck, life cycles. It's like a reminder that like lots of things are out of control. You want peace. You just know that like, hey man, I can't control that shit. That's just how life is. Karma. What you give out comes right back to you. Yeah, it just happens. This is just good luck, good karma. So that's November. It's a good time.
Okay.
And then our almost final card. Damn it. Okay. Not damn it. So we got the Hermit, another major arcana.
Yes.
December. I try to be a hermit in December, but it like almost never works.
Really?
But yeah, cause family, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the Hermit has to do with like wisdom and stuff. Introspection, solitude, illumination. Check in with your bad self. That's cool. You know, right at the end of the year. 9 is a spiritual number, so this card is about the self. With mind abuzz from learning about willpower, strength, success, order, discipline, and tolerance, the Fool is now aching for a moment of peace. He meets the Hermit, logical and analytical, and the Hermit implores the Fool to retreat away from the world and explore what is in his mind in order to quiet it. I'm just going to read it because it sounds cool. Carrying a lantern to cut through fog and darkness, the Hermit represents the sign Virgo, and so a healthy skepticism. The Hermit loves others with as much compassion as strength, but is more detached. He wants you to learn to honor your own wisdom. Yo, that sounds like me right there. The Hermit can be a sign of a strong urge to turn away from society, forget about material things, and explore your eternal inner spirit. If you get this card in a reading, it's time to put away distractions and focus on your ultimate project, yourself. Meditation is a great idea right now, and with the divine energy of the Hermit guiding you, you will find it even more effective than usual. As the secret corners of your mind are illuminated and the worries unraveled, you will gain strength to continue your journey.
Are there any other cards that mention like astrological signs?
I probably a little bit here and there, but
Any that you've seen so far?
Not that I recall. No.
All right.
Why?
Virgo's my sign.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
The final card. I forget what this last one. It's supposed to be advice or something. 13. The overall theme of the year. That's what it is. You got one hell of a roller coaster.
Ups, downs, ups. What is that?
That's so fucking terrible. What? I mean, a theme is a theme. I mean, the months are played out the way it's supposed to. This is what it is. Do you see that? What does that look like to you, man?
Dude. Mountain, broken glass, 7 of cups.
Broken glass, my guy.
Broken glass.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the 8 of cups. Contradiction. Okay, it's a card of contradiction and dissatisfaction. Suggests that you have reached stability and security, but have lost a spark of excitement from your life. You may feel like leaving something you have gained behind, whether it's because you are disappointed or because you have something better. It appears you'll be getting up and moving on soon. Represents movement and flow. While the stability of 8 suggests stagnation, there is deep yearning for a new journey behind this card, as well as a desire to reject complacency from one's life. Something about some major ass change apparently is supposed to happen for you this year. You're gonna have some crazy ass epiphany.
Yeah.
I guess. And then I guess you might be resistant to it a little bit. And then you have some good luck, and then you reflect, and then you decide, I guess. How'd you feel about that?
I can't say. I feel like I would have more to say if it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep in contact with you if anything goes exactly the way.
I'm gonna take a picture so I have it. and I can send it to you.
I mean, I have it written down.
Just for the visual. It's pretty. Wow. Okay. I love doing readings. They're fun.
Especially when every card turn is like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want me to like write up what I wrote, I can send that to you later.
Okay.
Yeah. So that you don't have to flip through the book again. Alright.
That was cool. I mean, do you have any... I mean, outside of like what you're concentrating on, is there any other like ambitions or things to look forward to throughout the year for you?
Well, my brother's graduation is first and foremost in my mind.
Okay. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm. And the career kind of stuff is pretty fitting because the theory that I'm working on with one or two other lab mates right now,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be trying to get a publication out this year. It's presumably supposed to be like at least drafted fully before the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then like implementing it in computer code.
So
through the summer.
so my question to try to understand is like, is that, so the kind of stuff that you're doing, is that basically like when someone decides to like, so like you guys do experiments or something, or you're researching something, and then you're like, wow, I made this discovery, and then you like publish something, and then it kind of becomes information that has like weight to some degree depending on how well the study was done. So when someone like reads, if someone is like, for example, like if I listen to a health podcast and this person's like, this study coming out of something university by Dr. da 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 says that X, Y, and Z. Like, is that what you guys are doing? Is that how that works?
Effectively, yeah. So it's kind of like dissemination of whatever you figured out. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it could be like kind of preliminary results, but it's kind of like the first person who publishes it gets that like weight behind them. Thankfully, in my current field, it's like, it's not as pressing to get a ton of publications out. It's when you have something that you really care about and that you have a very good amount of support for, at least in this lab, that you would actually get it published. But I mean, like, just like a lot of other people say, every paper that comes out, even if it's peer reviewed, and published in a journal with a high, they call what was it, something index, impact, yeah, you should still be keeping that skepticism unless the methodology and the results are like conducive to, if you're well versed in the field, conducive to your understanding. Like, if you review a paper for publishing into a journal, one of the questions is sometimes like, how well does this communicate what you're doing to a more general audience?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's kind of hard to do that when you only have so much space to write. You can't like rederive things from the very, very basics.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's what kind of is difficult. You don't always have the information, and the information that you should be having isn't like taught in the class. You have to look at other papers.
Okay.
So then you like look at one paper, and it has like what 70 references, and you might already know some of them, or
Yeah.
some of them might be books, but you still should at least like take a look at the ones that you do understand, and then have that like insight into each part to pretty much just tear it apart. Um, Unless it's a really old paper that is still like being circulated,
Mm-hmm.
because those are the ones where it's like it is such a basis for things that you can't really overturn it. There's still people who try to overturn it, but yeah, you should be trying to learn from those papers,
Mm-hmm.
and then from the newer ones, looking at them with a grain of salt.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, as someone who is passionate about like human health on every level, I'm pretty sure as I dive deeper into my studies, because I'm just in a place of like learning directly from people who are doing what I want to do, and then reverse
yeah.
engineering the processes that I'm seeing be taught. And then I think once I kind of get really familiar and find my style and stuff, I'm just gonna now just be like, okay, this is my lifestyle now, but now I'm gonna start reading stuff like that. I just feel like that's would be the next step, or it might be a step that happens sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So, wow. And so
Yeah,
I guess,
definitely-
go ahead.
Oh, definitely take your time with it, because there's a lot.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in an online business course. It's called B School, and it's 8 weeks long. It feels like being in school, except I'm really passionate about it, and it's like being in college, kind of. Except real world application happens right now. Like as you're learning, it's like, oh, what can I do about like my business that I want to build, and strategies, and understanding the basic principles, and all that stuff is insane. So it's really cool. Forgot I was gonna go with that, but
Yeah, you had the other entrepreneurial course a while ago, right? Forget exactly what it was.
I haven't formally taken any courses. This is the first one,
Ah, okay.
but I
Yeah.
just kind of reverse engineer successful people, but now I'm just like actually taking a course.
hmm
It's really valuable stuff. It's really teaching me like, I mean, there's a lot of psychology to it, and it speaks to like people who want to build a business
Yeah.
primarily, or people who are in business, and how can they scale and like create a life that they want, and like what it really takes. And I'm just like, damn. Yeah, and then I'll be doing the nutrition certification, which will take way longer to
Ooh,
do.
nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I think from there, I think that's when my studies will begin to pick up, and then that same institution has like advanced courses when it comes to the most popular like health problems. So basically, like to become an expert about like what does it mean to have like an autoimmune disease, and like what's the core of it, and how do you fix it, like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So, and that stuff is expensive. I think the whole
Is
course is like, well, the standard basic beginner course is it's like 7K, and then after that it's like the specific specialized ones I think are a few grand per course.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, if you want to take a look at things earlier, you definitely already know about like the open courseware from several different universities.
Yeah, those two.
And
I'm sure I would look into those.
yeah, those would definitely be cheaper to have the certification for the class for. As far as I know, I don't know exactly how much it is though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see where my education takes me. I just know
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
once I get in the groove, I'm just gonna be jumping from one course, one class to another. I think like it'll just be purely like to just learn and then get some credibility out of it. To be like,
Hmm.
yeah, I took some online courses at Stanford and some Harvard or whatever. That'd
Yeah.
be cool. I never thought that would happen, but here I am.
Well, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Getting it.
Yeah, it definitely feels and it's like I reverse engineer my life in this process of education, and I'm like,
Mm.
school is definitely easier to get through once you really know. Like you know that you want it. It's a different game. So
Oh
I,
yeah.
you
Oh
know,
yeah.
yeah.
Something as small as for those going to university, like going to office hours,
Mm-hmm.
there's a huge amount of benefit. Because it's like you can probably talk any TA or professor giving a point in the
Mm-hmm.
office hours,
Mm-hmm.
but it having that like because barely anyone goes to office hours. It's very often like a one-on-one kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and even if you're given the answers, they're still gonna like very much make sure that you know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I discovered that way too late. Way too late.
I know that actually I forgot. I don't know. We'll kind of just see how things happen, but I'm very excited to kind of see
Mm-hmm.
how my life plays out, how the economy is functioning, climate change, all the things.
There's a lot of yeah, there's a lot of things to keep track of, but I mean, let's see if there was someone who said it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, do you know how Hassan Minaj has the show on Netflix? Maybe not.
Mm-mm.
So the show's called Patriot Act.
Okay.
Um, there's it's almost like one of those like late night talk shows that talk about politics,
Mm-hmm.
but in this case, it's talking about like a wide range of topics, like taking care of the uh, older generation, um, elections going overseas, cruise. The really popular one is cruise lines.
Okay.
So like the dark side of the industry behind cruise lines. Things like being able to like set your nationality to be like Panama and follow the Panamanian laws on the cruise ship. Which was it Panama? It might have been a different country. I don't want to say. Yeah, I don't want to pinpoint unless I actually know.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one like video game industry. It's another really popular one. But he did say on like one show close to the end of last year that in the new year there's a ton of things like the show itself brought up a ton of topics to keep track that like suggest that you keep track of it to actually care about it.
Mm.
But picking like one or two things to truly care about is a lot more productive than
Trying
like
to.
almost like tangentially like skimming over everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to keep my life together. That's the main thing for me right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Take it slow. Well, take it
Yeah.
out. Take it at your own pace. Now I
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
my limits are.
That's good. That's very
Yeah.
good. Hmm. Okay. Um. Yeah, I feel like I don't really know all too much of like what's happening in the world. Like I very much stay focused on like what's in front of me and what I want to put my attention on. And so like this course has been taking up a majority of my time, and then people will just kind of tell me what's happening in the world, but I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I might watch some streamers that I like, and that's like about it. I mean, like I'm here and there with tech and like stocks, but
Really? Do you have anything in there?
Yeah, a little bit, not a whole lot. Just I did it to do it, you know, like to put myself through instead of talking about it for so many years, be like, fuck it, I have some money, I'm gonna just put it in. I'm not doing it to make money, I just want to do it to do it. So I put in like 250, and I've seen it go up and down, and it's just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, that's what happens when the world panics. It just goes like this, and then it's like, okay, so we're doing good today, whatever. And it's like I can see how people can be like anal about it or always check it just as much as they might check social media. So they'll be like, oh, how am I doing? Okay, cool. Okay, how am I doing? And like I've heard stories of that, and I'm just like, I don't want to be that kind of person. I'm more of a, but I do like have a general sense of how some things are doing, because like Google does sometimes a good job at like throwing me some headlines, and I'm like, okay, I may or may not look at that article, or I'm on YouTube, and then I see you know, some tech heads talking about the industry, and I'm like, that's interesting to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I know a little bit about like what's happening technologically, and like I'm kind of paying attention to 5G, the competition. My stock also is an indication of like who's doing well. So yeah, that helps me feel connected, and like I kind of know what's going on. But I'm definitely specifically with tech, I just think that I think for me, I've always been like money conscious with tech specifically, because I feel like people kind of just blow money on, they only buy what they're advertised. So like, you know, obviously like with Apple and Samsung being like the biggest contenders, I was like, well, who else is out there, you know? And then I'm like, wow, like you can get these kind of phones way cheaper, and it does like the same shit or better. Like people don't know what's up. And so I get into that kind of mindset to save some money, but then also to try and show people different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not good with my money,
bro. You're gonna be the first
Something
person.
to learn.
You're gonna be the second person to know this, actually. But I'm really, hopefully I can do it this year, because you know when I hear that I get inspired, and I know because the data shows that. But I want to make like a money free like money 101 management course or something. Mm-hmm. Obviously there's lots of like financial things that people have made in their financial podcasts and stuff, but I'm just passionate about people and money management.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it could really change their lives, and it's yeah, so I would take everything that I've learned as like as a person and a coach and teacher, and use that energy to then put that into the financial space to really help people just understand the basics. So you feel confident, you feel more secure in yourself, you're building good habits. So yeah, that's like a project that I want to do. So you're the second person to know about that.
And the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my parents, well, my dad especially wants to go over that kind of stuff with me when I go back. Things like proper budgeting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. That would be good. That would be really good. I spend too much money on food.
That's always like the number one culprit.
Yeah. It's because like, yeah, there's a really different attachment to money when it comes to food versus everything else. Like essentials, like essentials that you can use up, that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it's pretty crazy, but something to look out for. And Yeah, consider when you go out for Korean barbecue, spend 30 something dollars like I have.
Yo.
Yeah. Yo, wait. Okay. The craziest thing is how many all you can eat things are around here.
Whoa.
Like there's at least there's 4 Korean barbecue places that are all you can eat that I know of.
Fuck.
There's probably
that's
more.
Crazy.
There's all you can eat sushi. My lab mate and I, we had 134 pieces of sushi between the two of us, and that was probably past 3,000 calories per person for lunch.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, but besides that, so you know how like sometimes people abbreviate all you can eat as ACE?
No.
Exactly.
Wait, what the fuck?
We have so few all you can eat places around Mass that it's like you don't see that abbreviation. So every time I saw like around here like Ace Sushi or like Ace Korean Barbecue, I thought that was the name of the restaurant.
Oh.
I was so confused. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, also, you know how in Massachusetts you also have to you have to be registered in a party in order to vote for the primaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, in California you can get an exception for that. Or they may have changed it like this year. But you can vote even if you're independent.
Oh, interesting. What the hell?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Did not know that.
Yeah. And it actually does rain here in Southern California. There's one time it rained for 3 days straight.
Whoa.
But the thing I can't do is like the heat though.
Yeah.
I have to wear outerwear every day because
Yeah.
otherwise if I sweat on the way to school, the stains are like in SFC practice. That bad. And it's like, yo, I'm just walking
Yeah.
between my place and
Oh
class.
shit.
And I'm like, yo, come on.
That's
Because it's
crazy.
like my backpack is pressed against me, so the heat's just trapped there.
I see. Yeah. That's gross. Yeah.
But on the bright side, no seasonal depression. That's a big thing.
That's a win.
Yeah, big reason why I came here over Illinois.
Oh yeah. Once I learned about like seasonal depression, I was like, huh, never heard of it. Then I was like, what the fuck, is it really a thing? And then like learning about people not necessarily having seasonal depression, but like their body doesn't interact well with certain type of conditions when it comes to temperature and weather. I was like, what? Fascinating shit to me. But
Oh wait, it's because I told my parents that I'd be free to talk. 6:15, 6
Oh.
at 6.
you can
I'll let them know that we're
was-
still. What?
I was like, you can do your thing.
Yeah, I'll try to organize something with the folks in the Lowell area for when I come back.
Okay.
And by that I mean almost necessarily like just going to Bonchon or something.
Okay.
Oh, China Star though.
Oh my
Okay.
god, classic.
Classic 30 people walking in all at once. Start having a rap battle.
Oh my god, bro, that shit is epic as fuck. I'd never forget that. That was funny as hell.
I also won't forget the time we were at IHOP. Shut up. So good.
Oh, that's great.
Also because of a rap battle. There's a theme.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. It's been a while since things have been like that. At least for me, so I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, you do have your own shit to do,
Yeah.
and it's a lot.
I feel good about it though. So taking it day by
Yeah.
day.
I'm really proud of you being able to.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Like it's really nice to hear that you have directions that you're like. Always nice to hear when you have directions that you're just sticking to, and like, yeah, really inspirational is the word.
I haven't heard that one in a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. It's I feel so much like a student. It's so weird, dude. It's weird. I'm learning a lot about myself, but I for sure feel like just a student, just sitting here learning and writing stuff down. She makes you, because she's teaching the course, and I'm just like, oh man, I gotta write all this, think of stuff, write again. Then I have to go do it in real life, and I'm just like, ah, okay. Yeah. So it's cool. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll probably message you pretty soon,
Okay.
or like right after talking to my parents.
Okay.
Yeah. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, it's
Tarot
fun.
card reading was nice.
Yeah.
All right. Love you, buddy.
I love you too, man. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
Oh boy.